What is the most interesting social work subject?
Hindi ko pa sila natitake, pero according sa course title, meron akong tatlo. Critical social work, counseling, tsaka Filipino personalities.
Sa palagay ko, yung interesting na social work subject, nandyan yung social work and the Filipino personality, nandyan yung social work and Philippine community, social work and development, kung dami pagkakaalala ko, critical social work. Basta as in kasi ang daming interesting talagang subject sa social work na hindi lang yung about sa profession mo yung matututunan mo, kundi sa mga future clients mo, sa lipunan na ginagalawan nyo. Kaya sobrang interesting makita lahat. Nandiyan din yung social work counseling, very fun din. Kaya ayun, naano kayong subject na pwedeng i-look forward.
I'm only in my second year, but so far, the most interesting social work subject for me is SW123 or Social Deviance and Social Work. So dito, pinag-aaralan namin ang mga sociological theories behind concepts like homicide, drug abuse, political deviance, prostitution, violence against women and children, and other deviant acts. So, pinag-aaralan kung bakit ito ginagawa ng mga tao, kung ano ang nagpo-push sa kanila to commit those crimes, at kung paano nagre-respond ang society patungkol dito sa mga crimes na ito.
Social work in the Filipino personality was my favorite subject as we discussed different psychological and developmental theories to understand individuals better. It was even more interesting that we discussed Psikolohiyang Pilipino, and I personally enjoyed analyzing and understanding case studies as it helped me appreciate the subject better.
Feeling ko nung undergrad ako, pinaka-interesting na subject for me was SW122, yung Philippine Realities. Kasi syempre, as a freshie kasi nung tinake ko yun, as a freshie, masaya yung konsepto ng subject kasi namumulat talaga yung mga estudyante, yung mga first-timers sa social work na kung ano ba talaga yung nangyayari sa ating lipunan. At saka maraming fieldwork kasi doon. Like, parang nalibot namin yung almost, hindi naman buong Luzon, pero ang fun kasi marami akong napuntahan din na mga lugar na kung saan mas marami akong natutunan in terms of the Philippine realities talaga. Like, hindi nyo nilo-romanticize kung ano man yung alam nyo sa society. Like, sobrang ano niya, eye-opening talaga. Sa mga first time sa social work, syempre sa mga freshies. So, sobrang goods ng subject na yun. Tsaka yung mga theories behind those Philippine realities, talagang interesting talaga siyang malaman.
Okay lang ba mag-social work if I'm an introvert?
Of course, what's important is that you're a good listener and you have empathy for others. Sa social work, hindi naman ikaw yung puro salita. Mas importanteng pakinggan mo ang sinasabi nila kasi sa kanila mismo nagmumula yung solusyon sa mga issue na pinresenta nila sa inyo. Ang role natin bilang social worker ay maging gabay sa kanila sa buong proseso.
Ay, oo naman. Ako din, introvert din ako eh. Diba? Oo, wala namang prerequisite na kailangan extrovert ka, gano'n. Pero, syempre, mahalaga i-keep in mind na makikipag-interact tayo sa mga tao. At yun naman ay skill na pwede naman nating ma-develop.
I think it's an advantage kapag nag-social work ka and you're extroverted and you're comfortable in socializing with other people. Pero if you're uncomfortable with that, it might be a disadvantage for you when taking social work. But socializing is a skill and you can enhance it with practice and constant exposure. So before interacting with clients, baka pwedeng magsulat ng mga guide questions or mga possible topics na pwedeng i-discuss or mga icebreakers na pwedeng i-insert sa conversation para maging guide mo sa interaction mo sa kanila. And as time passes by and you expose yourself to more opportunities with communicating and practicing your socializing skills, magiging natural ka na lang yan soon, hopefully.
Is social work good as a pre-law course? It is not my first choice course. What are the ways to cope up easily with the lessons? Actually, yes. Social work profession is a good pre-law course. Kasi we both, the law aspect and the social work both aim for social justice. And also, sa social work din kasi, mas malalim yung ating pag-aaral in terms of the policies and programs and projects. Like, paano mag-come up ng good policy, paano yung proseso in terms of the programs and projects, what are the standards para magkaroon na maayos na programs and projects.
Yes, we have a major subject called Social Welfare Policies, Programs, and Services that tackles laws and policies of the different sectors of society. So this includes yung farmers, children, women, elderly, and so on. We also have majors that discusses developmental theories and other psychological and sociological theories that can further deepen your understanding on the existing laws. So additionally, social work will even teach you to be critical and to evaluate these laws, which I think is a good leverage for those who would want to take up law.
Oo naman, magandang prilo ang social work. Pero actually, ang balita ko naman, kahit ano namang prilo ang dapat mong kunin, basta yun yung gusto mo. Wala nang problema yun. Basta ang kunin mo yung gusto mo, huwag kang mag-isip na ang kailangan mo maging prilo, ganun. Basta dapat, gusto mo yung gagawin mo. Pero in terms of social work, meron din ako mga kabatch na maglolo sila and social work na yung kinuha nila. I think very helpful siya kasi meron din kaming mga social policies class, so mapapamiliarize ka sa mga ganun. Tapos malalaman mo rin talaga yung condition ng mga tao, pati yung society niya. Kaya I think okay siyang course. Tapos in terms naman sa kung nahihirapan ka, hindi ito yung first choice mo. I think parang babalik at babalik ka rin talaga sa kung bakit mo ba, at least, isa yun sa, kung di man siya first choice mo, kung bakit yun isa sa mga choice mo. Parang babalikan mo kung ano yung why mo. Kasi at the end of the day, dun dapat tayo humuhugot kung ano yung bakit natin.
This is not my first choice course. What are the ways to cope up easily with the lessons? Admittedly, it can be challenging at first. However, lectures are structured in a sense that you can apply the theoretical concepts learned. For example, field exposures and seminars were really helpful for me as it concretized the things I've learned inside the classroom. Additionally, professors and students in CSWCD are approachable and helpful, so it was easy for me to cope up with the lessons.
When I passed the OPCAT, it was in a different program, and then I decided to transfer to UPD and take social work because I'm planning to take medicine right after. And hindi siya madali kasi ako nanggaling ako from humanities and then sa Dindi nasa isang practice-based profession ako. Also, kapag emotionally vulnerable ka at marami kang triggers because of experiences, medyo mahihirapan ka sa social work kasi may mga activities na kailangan mong mag-handle ng sensitive and very graphic na mga cases ng clients. At ayun, kailangan mong ma-handle kasi mas malala siya kapag nasa profession ka na, kasi sa profession, mas lalong hindi naman sugarcoat kung ano yung situation ng clients. So ayun, I think what helped me was the fact that I had a lot of friends, hindi lang sa college, kundi sa labas ng college. Kasi, ayun, nagkaroon ako ng mga friends na pwedeng kausapin if ever kailangan ko ma-debrief, sort of. Tapos, makakaramay ko rin sila kasi yung iba sa kanila ay social work students. So, if ever na, yun nga, nahirapan ako dun sa isang subject, nahirapan ako i-handle yung emotional weight niya, may makakausap ako na nakaka-relate sa akin. Also, nakatulong din yung pagkakaroon ng mass organization kasi sa mass organization, mayroong mga basic mass integration na ilulubog ka talaga sa sitwasyon ng masa at malalaman mo kung ano nga ba talaga yung mga pinagdadaanan nilang pagpapahirap galing sa estado. At ayun, maganda siyang parang experience kasi sa social work kasi aabutin ka pa ng sa 4th year ka pa talaga magkakaroon ng field instruction. And although may mga field trip kayo, right and left ganyan, syempre iba pa rin yung lantaran, talagang makikita mo kung ano yung sitwasyon ng mga taong pinaghahandaan mong pagsilbihan.
What other fields can a social work graduate enter?
Maraming field na pwedeng puntahan ng isang social work graduate. Bukod sa nandiyan nga yung direct practice ng social work, na pwede ka maging clinical social worker, medical social worker sa isang hospital, pwede ka rin maging researcher, consultant, pwede ka rin pumasok sa academe, development worker, as in very flexible talaga kasi nandiyan nga yung tinatawag natin generalist social work na kung saan hindi tayo nakakonsentrate sa micro, meso, macro, kundi wala tayong concentration sa isa lang doon, kundi lahat ng yun. Kaya very flexible tayo in terms of field na pwede natin i-venture right after graduation.
Actually, napakalawak ng field ng social work profession. Napakalawak ng sakop niya. Isipin niyo na lang na iba't ibang sektor ang meron tayo sa society. Meron tayong women, elderly, LGBTQ+, PWDs, and lahat yon may mga policies and programs na kinakailangan ang social worker doon. Pwede ka maging project officer, program implementator, or monitoring and evaluation. And aside from that, may mga settings din na magugulat na lang kayo na kailangan pala ang social worker doon. Like in terms in hospitals, may mga medical social workers tayo doon under the social services department. And also sa academe, may mga professors, educators na nagtapos ng social work. Kailangan ng mga social workers sa academe. Also in research, maganda ang training ng social work profession pagdating sa ating research kasi 'di ba sobrang kailangan ng research in terms of the societal issues, of the social innovations na pwede nating ma-discover and also matutunan pa in the near future. For SW graduates, how long does it take to find a job? During my time, actually hindi siya nung time ko kasi based on experience, personal experiences naman yun eh. Kasi, once I passed the board exam, gusto ko na agad mag-work. Like, siguro, after weeks lang ata. So, nakuha ko agad yung first job ko. So, I think it depends on the person talaga. Kung gusto mo talaga mag-work, yung iba kasi nagpapahinga, ganyan. Pero, mabilis makakuha ng job sa social work kasi nga, malawak siya. Magkano po ang sweldo sa social work, pagiging social worker? Actually, it's very confidential. Pero, syempre, basta it's confidential. Basta magtrabaho kayo, promise.
What is your most rewarding social work field experience? Field instruction. Having experienced the profession itself made me appreciate the course even more. And mas na-validate ko sa sarili ko na nasa tamang profession ako and masaya ako sa ginagawa ko. You get to listen and learn from different experience from different kinds of people, and it really helped me to broaden and challenge my existing beliefs and perspectives that eventually contributed to my growth as an individual.
The most rewarding field experience was my second field experience, and it was in Navotas. So dito, nag-interview kami ng mga communities who were facing the threat of displacement because of the Build program. Tapos, we interviewed them, and after interviewing them, we sat down with our class at nag-share kami ng mga information na nakuha namin. At with all the information that we got, isa yung concept na naging evident, and it is that the people were still happy, the people were looking at the brighter side of things despite their life challenges. And kami as students, parang natuwa kami to realize and observe that. Tapos, after naming mag-share as a class, nagsalita yung director ng foundation na tumulong sa amin sa pag-visit nitong community at sinabi niya na yes, the people are trying to be optimistic, but the reality is, every day they are facing this challenge. Every day their human rights are being infringed upon. This experience was rewarding for me because it was my first time to experience a calling for this profession or any profession, at na-realize ko rin na kailangan pala talaga ng mga social workers sa mundo to help people in fighting for their human rights.
I think nung undergrad, yung first time kong mag-community organizing talaga, like yung application, kasama yung partner ko sa fieldwork kasi nakikita mo, sobrang nakaka-fulfilling lang ng feeling kasi nakikita mo ko yung inisyatibo ng mga community members na mas maging maayos, magkaroon ng development kung ano yung sitwasyon nila, and also talaga makikita mo na matalino ang masa.
Siguro, hindi naman sa rewarding eh. ayoko kasing isipin ganun na parang feel good experience ang mga field experiences. Kasi alam mo yun, parang, ay, nakaka-reward naman. Parang ganon. Pero feeling ko, parang lagi kang nag-ground sa realidad ng buhay. Na ito yung yung mga kliyente na pagsisilbihan mo in the future. So I think, ayun, parang grounding experience siya. Iba kasi yung rewarding eh. Parang hindi ko siya gustong tignan na ganun. Na parang feel good experience siya on my part. Pero siguro, nakakatuwa na, yun nga, every time na nag-field, parang in a way grounding din na parang, kasi ang dami mo natututunan sa tao eh. Ang dami mo natututunan kung paano sila mamuhay. Na parang sila talaga yung eksperto sa sarili nilang buhay, hindi yung tayo. I think ayun yung gusto ko dun. Na hindi siya parang hindi siya working for them. It is working with them. Ayun.
Are there times when you feel afraid because of this profession or course you entered given the current political climate?
Kung natatakot ako, feel ko, siguro may part na natatakot dahil talagang alam mong political yung kurso mo. Na meron talagang paninindigan sa mga prinsipyo ng human rights and social justice. Pero siguro bukod sa takot, nandun yung parang I think parang honor in a way na yun naman ang silbi ng mga political talaga na profession eh. Na mag-stand up during times of injustice eh. Hindi lang naman sila palamuti. So I think this is an exciting time.
Honestly, yes, but at the same time, this is what makes our profession even more valuable. Times like these require us to educate even more people, as it is one of the initial stages needed to abolish the systemic injustices that are present today. Hindi natin dapat hayaan na pati ang edukasyon at pagiging mulat ng mga tao ay ipagkakait sa kanila.
Of course, yes. Kasi lalo na ngayon sa nangyayari sa atin, in terms of the red tagging, sobrang lala ng sitwasyon na yun na to the point na nakakatakot na panghawakan yung profession. Pero syempre, kailangan natin isipin na may sinumpaan tayo sa ating piniling profession. So, ang kinakailangan lang is magpakatotoo ka, maging critical ka, maging vigilant ka in terms of the happenings in our society right now. Syempre, huwag natin kakalimutan yung ating sinumpaang profession ng tayo ay nag-oath taking. And also, syempre, nandun yung passion natin eh. So, goods na goods yun.
Yun nga, sabi ko nga, ang social work talaga at risk talaga siya sa mga threats. Lalo na kapag ang administration nyo ay rasista at ang goal lagi ay patahimikin yung mga tao, lalo na kapag nagde-demand tayo ng mga pangangailangan natin at karapatan. Natatakot ba ako? Alam ko naman yung pinasok ko, pero hindi ko sasabihin na hindi ako natatakot kasi bahagi siya ng pagiging tao at normal yun. Lalo na kung, diba, for the past few months, lantaran yung mga pagpatay sa mga human rights activists, sa mga regular na mamamayan. Nakatakot talaga. Pero yun nga, sabi nga, kailangan mong balik-balikan kung ano ba yung motivasyon mo, bakit ka nandito. At doon, parang doon ka hugot ng lakas.
If given a chance, will you shift out of social work?
Ay, hindi. First choice ko to eh.
No. Kasi, honestly, fresh ako, parang may hesitations pa ako na why I'm taking this kind of course. And parang nung nakapag-take na ako ng majors, para ako na mismo yung nakaramdam na ay hindi ako mag-shift na. Hindi na ako aalis sa course na to kasi sobrang fun, sobrang fulfilling, sobrang goods nung mga tinuturo sa inyo kasi hindi lang pamumulot na mga pagbibigay ng mga relief goods ang itinuturo kasi major stereotype typical thinking yan ng mga tao sa social work, pero hindi kasi ang dami palang pwedeng matutunan sa social work and nakakagulat lang, sobrang fun niya at saka maraming travels, sobrang goods nun kasi nakikita niyo yung mismong ang nangyayari talaga sa ating society, sobrang goods nun.
Social work wasn't my first course and my first choice, but looking back, I don't regret that decision. Social work allowed me to widen my knowledge on different things, from the history of gender discrimination and social injustices, to abolishing inhumane systems in society to advocate for a better quality of life. Social work allowed me to understand the struggles of all forms of life, and I think this knowledge is greatly essential regardless of the profession that you would want to pursue in the future.
I almost did. Nung fresh year version 2. Kasi nung second time kong maging freshie kasi nag-transfer ako from LB. And ano naman to, personal naman to. Hindi naman siya dahil sa nagtatakot ako sa social work or nahirapan ako. It's more of because yun nga, galing kasi ako sa humanities. Tapos, imagine mo nag-aral ka ng humanities for a year, tapos lumipat ka sa practice-based profession, medyo nanibago lang ako. Tapos, parang at that time kasi, ayun, mas interested na ako sa pop culture, mga ganyan, language and literature. Ay, malayo-malayo siya sa social work, diba? Pero, hindi naman ako umalis. Mabait naman din kasi yung college na attached na ako. Kasalanan ng Jace mo. Sapat.
No, social work for me is very interesting and very underrated. So, sana marami pa ang mag-pursue ng social work in the future.